Ali Drew for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm delighted to be joined by Roberto Diaz, who is here in Vegas supporting Canelo and enjoying the fight week.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Ali.
It's great to speak to you. Now, this fight week, 4 years in the making. It's been a long time coming. The fans have wanted it. We're finally here. How good is it to the fact that this fight is finally happening?
I think it's great. It's great for boxing. It's great for both fighters. They both want closure, and they know each other very well after 24 rounds, sharing the ring for 24 rounds. I think Saturday night it's going to be electric. It's going to be great. It's going to be good for boxing, and we're going to see a great final closure on this trilogy.
Do you think the fight will live up to all the expectations that's been sort of talked about over the last 4 years?
I hope so. I mean, in boxing, nothing's ever written in stone, but because of the level of talent in that ring, because of the animosity between them, I think both of them want closure, and that can be that ingredient to really give us an electrifying fight.
So you're here not working, you're here purely to just enjoy it and support Canelo?
Absolutely, 100%. Sit back, enjoy, watch a great fight, and cheer on Canelo Alvarez.
Now, we know what happened in the previous two fights, you know, the controversy around the decisions, and everyone's sort of debating about how they should have been judged. This time around, you know, you're saying that they want closure, they want a definite decision, they want to know, you know, the right winner has won. What's going to be different about this fight than the previous two to get that?
I think both of them knowing each other, both of them knowing each other's flaws, strengths, because they're both very intelligent. They do things in the ring that you don't see often, and both of them really this time going that extra to try to get that knockout. I think that's what's going to be the difference in this one.
Do you think we're going to see a knockout? Do you think it's going to go the distance, or do you think there's going to be a knockout, and if so, from who? I
do think there's going to be a knockout. I think the first half will be very similar to the first 24 rounds, where they're trying to I think they're going to, each side is going to try to make the other make a mistake and fall into it. But I do see in the second half Canelo winning by knockout around the 9th or 10th round.
Okay. And obviously, you know, 4 years on from the previous fights, both fighters have developed since then. It's the first time Triple G is stepping up to super middle. Canelo, we've seen, achieve all sorts in that time. What do you think we're going to see differently technically in the fight between them? Canelo's been very active since the last fight, Triple G not so much. What effect do you think that's going to have?
Well, the weight, I don't really see it. I don't really see the weight and the age being a difference. I think Triple G is a complete professional, where Triple G has taken care of his body. He's rested, maybe waiting for this moment. While Canelo, being the younger, there's more wear and tear because he has been more active, especially when he had that run at 168 pounds, fighting every couple months until he won all the belts. So I don't see that being a factor. The weight, Canelo came up from 47 to fight Triple G eventually. When he 47, 54, and went up to 60. Triple G is the physically bigger man. I think the weight, the 8 pounds, is actually going to be a relief to his body. His body's going to say, welcome, this should have happened a long time ago. So I don't see the weight and age being a difference. I see where somebody's going to try to outsmart the other, make them commit, make them make a mistake, and make them pay for it. And that's what I see Canelo doing to Triple G.
From this fight on Saturday, whoever gets the win, where do they both go? You know, if Canelo wins, what is next for him? Are we looking at him stepping up a weight again? There's been talk of cruiserweight fights. If he doesn't win, where does he go from here? And vice versa with Triple G.
I think Triple G, win, lose, or draw, rise, right off to the sunset and retire and enjoy all his accomplishments. Canelo, continue surprising people with new challenges. The cruiserweight, when I read that, I heard that, I'm like, yeah, that's Canelo, always looking for new challenges and surprising people. Continue making legacy, continue writing his history as one of the greatest that ever stepped into the ring.
Canelo is coming off the back of a defeat, albeit a heavier weight. But do you think that's going to play into his mind when he's in the ring on Saturday? It's not a normal position for him to be in?
Absolutely. I think it did not so much play into his mind in the ring. I think it played into his mind in the camp, which will transfer over great results in the ring.
Do you think that this trilogy fight is going to go down in history as one of the best sort of trilogy fights or rivalries in boxing history?
Absolutely. When you have two of the best that ever stepped into the ring, the talent level that they both have, it has to go into the books. The two fights that were so close, that's why we are here on Saturday for the third one. So yes, it'll stack up there. How well? We'll find out Saturday how great this one is to stack it up against the others.
So prediction from you is Canelo gets the knockout, he gets the win, and then carries on
in 10 rounds.
Well, thank you for your time and enjoy the week.
Absolutely, you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great seeing you.